Okay. Okay, being 7 o'clock, I'd like to call the meeting for the Bellingham Board of Health for May 19th, 2020. Myself, N40 Chair, Vice Chair, Trish Claire, soon to be Chair, Kelly McGovern, member, Minutes Clerk, Tina Griffin, Agent Bruce Wilson, and Nurse Esther, or Essie, what's on? How you doing? Okay.
I'm
first
fine,
order of
how are you?
business. Okay. I just had to say, you look too peaceful there. Anyway, so first order of business is the minutes from May 12th. So. For those who
I already read them, so.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm slow.
I did too, so you want to give,
Okay.
Vinny, you want to look at it for a couple of minutes?
Yeah, let me just see it. I don't think there's anything outstanding on here. Yep.
It's very rare to find something that Tina missed.
No, it's just the way we lay it out sometimes, you know, whatever.
Yeah, this was the one that Vinny missed half of it because he couldn't figure out how to get on.
Yeah, that's it,
So
you know.
so it's like a refresher for him.
Right. I'm reliving the things you
A
already passed over.
refresher, he didn't relive it the first time. How could he?
Right. No, I'm reliving it now. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's enough.
You know, Vinny missed the first half of the meeting, but you notice the minutes are less than 2 pages long?
Yeah, because
Well,
he
they are
missed the first
less
half
than
of the
2
meeting.
pages. Right. Wait a minute, I can't tell. When did I come in? Okay, never mind. Okay, I'm
Where it
set.
says adjournment.
Oh, yeah. No.
Okay, I'd like to
wasn't
make a
that
motion to
far
approve
away.
the minutes for May 12th as submitted.
Okay, I second that.
All those in favor say aye. Aye, opposed, abstained, so carried. Okay,
Yeah. Aye.
great. Okay, so coronavirus updates. Bruce or Esther, pick one.
Bruce, you're muted.
Yeah, Bruce is muted. I mean, as far as things go on my end, they are, knock on wood, seem to be stabilizing. We got one new case over the past 4 days. And we've had about 50 residents tested in that time as well. So keeping an eye on that. Other than that, things are pretty much status quo. People's symptoms are lasting a little bit longer, and with the new guideline for 10 days of isolation, it's taking a little longer to get people into that recovery phase.
So Esther, is it 10 days of isolation and then 14, or is it 10 plus 4? How does that work with the isolation?
It
10
depends,
days
Vinny.
and then
It's
14,
at
or it's
least-
10 part of it?
It's at least, no, it's at least 10 days from symptom onset. And then it depends on whether or not you're still having symptoms and what symptoms you're having. If you're completely asymptomatic and you're tested and your test comes back positive, then it's just a straight 10 days. However, your contacts are for 14 days. I have run into some issues with getting contacts tested, which is the new guidelines. People don't want to test contacts because they don't have any symptoms. So there's been a little pushback on that, which I kind of anticipated. And I never did hear back from DPH for guidance in regards to the letters that the Board of Health was supposed to give.
Yeah, we're
Well,
still
that's
waiting on
good.
that.
Interesting. Yeah, well, okay. Maybe they're busy.
You know my
I don't
feeling,
know.
test everybody. Test them all.
Yeah. Well, as long as now they can do the DNA cheek. It's like, no way I'm having a non-medical person per se. I mean, I don't know. I get nervous about a Q-tip going that far up there, you know? Got to protect those brain cells that are left up there from getting pissed. Okay, back to the
I
other
think pretty
thing.
soon you'll
Review
be able to test at home.
various business plans.
Okay, all right, so
Yeah.
going forward, we have a number of people that have filed the restaurants looking to put outdoor seating or in the parking lot seating. We had BJ's, Devlin's Palace Pizza, Beef Barn, Coachman's, Grumpy's, Rock and Coal, and I spoke with Rosewoods today, all looking to do some outdoor seating. We went out and looked at 4 of them, and then we have a couple more scheduled to be out there shortly. But everybody seems to get what we're looking for here, come up with some nice plans. Some of them were attached earlier from an email from me if you want to open them and look at them. But, you know, we're coming up with some good social distancing between the tables, aisles that keep the fire department happy, and then some type of Jersey barrier or bumpers, or in one case, I think somebody's going to use a vinyl fence to keep the traffic from driving through the tables there. But we're making some good progress there. Everybody seems to catch the drift. So I'm looking forward to get these guys backing up and outdoors and fill their seats.
Okay, so is that planned for next Monday is what we're looking at, or on these plans? Because I didn't see them.
No, so for the restaurants, there's no business plan that needs to be reviewed by the Board of Health. This is to make you guys aware so that if there's any concerns, since you guys are the enforcement agents, that you can wait or, make comment of any suggestions. But it's just outdoor seating, and the public hearing will be in front of the selectmen for the modifications to their liquor license. So that will be a public hearing, notice to the paper, all that still required. There's no waiver to that.
Okay, but let's say that like Rosewoods doesn't have a liquor license. Certain ones don't have liquor licenses, right? Whichever ones they are. They still need a plan, just like we did Paws and Claws. And because once they've signed something, if they're in violation, and it probably won't be the Board of Health going down, it'll be somebody calling us saying they're doing this, they're doing that. And, we need to be able to have something in front of us that said you violated the plan. So you're now either fined or, I don't know, suspended,
So
we
if
have to
if I may, I spoke with Bruce. I spoke with Bruce earlier today about this. So we've pivoted slightly because of the state's new guidance. I don't know if you've had a chance to take a look at what they've done with the phasing plan, but it's also come along with a checklist for safe operations in workplace, as well as an affidavit that each business now has to sign. Whether you're a new business or an old business, everyone is actually supposed to have this mandatory affidavit that they're supposed to keep on premises. So when enforcement is taking place, if it's Bruce or whomever, they are supposed to go down there and be able to request that affidavit and that checklist that with the kind of the plan of you're doing this with your employees, you're providing sanitizer or whatever it may be. And they have to be able to provide the enforcement agent with that. That's the new state guidance or state requirement mandatory that just came out yesterday.
Hey, Rob, I'm going to have to start keeping you in the loop with the email, because obviously, as you're doing the food inspections, a number of those things you're going to want to key in on. Sounds good.
Okay, so I guess when are those plans happening, or when is the plan happening for those businesses that Bruce mentioned?
Yep. So the restaurants that have already requested have been inspected by the health agent, deputy fire chief, building inspector, and myself, and have been reviewed with that economic subcommittee. And then the ones with the liquor license, you're right, Benny, only the ones with the liquor license then go to the selectmen for public hearing.
Okay.
Are you
so-
wondering when they're going to
Anything else,
be
Bruce?
using their outside seating? Is that the question you're asking, Vinny?
Yes, that's what basically, when is this
Oh,
starting?
I'm sorry, I apologize. I didn't pick up on that. So obviously, it's nothing happens right now. It's once the governor gives the green light.
Okay.
So, in the phasing plan, it looks like, well, maybe mid-June, but, we'll have to wait and see when that time comes, because there's that level of uncertainty on the bottom of that phasing plan that kind of gives the governor a little leeway to push it back if necessary.
Okay, because obviously at this point, monitoring the numbers tested. The reason why we're increasing slightly in our confirmed, which is, we went up 16 cases of testing and we only got 2 confirmed. So that's not bad. 3029 on recovered or active is pretty much the same, and recovered was 84. So, that as Esther said, that looks real good. I'm just dying to see when it all starts to open up a little bit more, whether the numbers spike. So
I don't think we'll see a spike through the summer. I don't think it will be until the fall starts to kick in again.
okay, because of the heat and humidity effect.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Okay.
I mean, people should still be cautious, though. Take
Right.
precautions.
What I'm saying is, if it were to happen in a time where the virus is supposedly less active and possibly deactivated before it mutates,
Mm-hmm.
that would be an interesting thing. If it did happen, it would mean obviously there's a large group of people not family, but other than family, not following the rules. And the question is, are they from one end of town or all over town, or from the state of Rhode Island, but as long as they get to the
So I think we'll
place,
just have
let's
to
say
see
it's,
how that plays
first.
out as we
Yeah.
go.
okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, so Earth Day cleanup updates. Other than a trash
We've had
here and
only,
there
a
at
couple-
what do you call it? Go.
We've had a couple more families participate, so I delivered their shirts to them, and I posted some more. I'll just keep doing it.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, yep.
Kelly, what do we have for like a
Not,
shirt count?
those
What-
shirts
what's
won't
left
really
roughly?
be accurate.
I didn't get that. I'm sorry. What?
I don't think she heard you, Bruce.
What did you say?
I was just curious what we had for a
Cal?
shirt count list.
I think it's frozen.
How many shirts are left?
We probably have maybe
He's-
about 70. I probably about 30.
About 30?
So 30 given out, 70
About
left.
30.
Okay,
I gave away about, yeah, I got about 70. A lot of the larges are going. We're going to have a lot of mediums left.
okay.
What's going on here?
So let's see. I don't know.
I don't know. It keeps freezing.
You're fading in and out
They're
there.
freezing. I don't think me and you are freezing because I can hear you. And can you hear me, Cal?
I'm not freezing, I don't think, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh my!
I think
Oh
it's
my
Bruce.
God.
I have no idea what's going on.
All right.
All right, what's next?
Next is complaints update.
Complaints
Bruce, what
update.
do we got?
Yeah, I got a few here. We got the complaint about the Planet Aid boxes, of which I had spoken to them and issued a warning. And I know Kelly had called, and the boxes have been picked up. One of the things they're going to do is check the box daily, the Planet Aid people, for the next couple months to get through where there's so many people at home. They're finding that all of the boxes everywhere have all been, full and need to be emptied more frequently. So they're aware of that now, and we'll be out looking at them more. I have a complaint at Italian Pizza about their grease tank out there is supposedly attracting rats. I'm not sure what they can do about it. It does have a lid on it, and everything is in the trap, and according to the way it's meant to be, the trap is plenty big. I opened the cover. It's not like it's overfilling or anything. I did send them a letter and recommended that they might want to put out a couple of rodent traps. But the neighbor that complains has been a chronic complainer. He also complained about the duplex behind it. Then I circulated some pictures about some oversized furniture, a mattress, and some fireworks that the guy had put on the ground that didn't get picked up with the trash pickup. So we did send a certified letter to the homeowner or the person in the apartment there, that they, you know, they need to be more diligent about putting out their trash and dealing with the large items, either take them to recycling or get a dumpster. Cumberland Farms, the dumpster guy had been coming at 4:30 every morning after going down to Cumberland Farms, and after the fourth or fifth warning, they finally were able to get to the manager of the dumpster company, and that driver has been let go. So they got a new driver, and they're going to put somebody new on that run so that we don't have the dumpster picking up at 4:30 in a residential neighborhood there. We should start to see a change. We'll follow through on that next Tuesday with their next pickup with the store manager to make sure that happens. And that's
They should
that's pretty much
probably
it.
make sure they
for the
pick up at
complaints.
7 o'clock.
Yeah, no, they've been told they can't come any
Okay.
earlier than 7. That was with the original approval. And that's,
Good.
you know, every time they've complained, we've gone down and talked to them. The store manager's been real diligent about calling the dumpster company, but the driver was not too lack of hearing, I guess you could say.
Is a morning person, early morning. Okay, so Rob, what about food inspection reports? What do we got?
So I did the pre-opening inspection on the new ice cream place that's had connected education. Everything looked good on the pre-inspection walkthrough. They had everything in there. They nicely separated anything that could potentially be allergens and have color-coded everything for the most part. Kind of reviewed a plan with them as to how to safely social distance and to make sure that their employees were operating properly. So everything was good there. The other inspections I did, everything's been coming back okay. People are wearing their masks and gloves and so on and so forth. I forwarded over the copies of the reports for you guys. So if you haven't seen those, you'll be able to look at them briefly. There's not a whole lot of information on there, but I am going to put them into the new system when we get it as well, just so I know that everything from coronavirus onward is in the system at this point. So anything that comes up as a repeat, especially regarding any potential COVID issues, is noted in there for me. Hopefully should have the iPad and everything this week. When I've talked to Michael on Friday, they had everything basically built out and they were just waiting to kind of set up time to do a Zoom call with me and go over everything and to get us the iPad.
Okay. So, well, will Bruce also get I mean, he's your backup for other things. So maybe Bruce needs to get involved with that computer system and stuff like that. So,
Oh yeah, I plan on going out with them on a number of them.
okay. So effectively, let's say maybe mid-June we'll be totally on the new system, or earlier maybe.
Hopefully earlier.
Earlier, okay.
As soon as we get it, I'm hoping to just start using it right out the gate. So.
Right. Okay. Will be electronic. That sounds like a good idea. Okay. I guess now's the time. Board reorganization plan. Or vote.
Sorry, Vin.
Huh?
All right, I'd like to make a motion to appoint Patricia Leclerc as chairperson for the next year.
I'll second that.
God, this is not a good time to be doing that.
Well,
I'm
whatever.
glad it's not me.
You'll end her
All right, as
early.
long as people don't call me, I should be good.
Yeah, that'll work.
I know.
You didn't say anything about text though.
No, you can text me all the time. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. You got
You're
it.
gonna finish that motion, Vinny? You're still chair.
Yeah, okay. So, all those in favor say
All
aye.
those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right.
Opposed, abstained, so carried. Okay, Trish, you're it.
You're all great.
What
Don't
do I
tell
do?
anyone.
Okay, so I'd like to make a motion that we appoint Kelly McGovern as vice chair.
I second that. All those in favor say aye.
Aye. Opposed, abstained, so carried. Sorry,
I was like, what are you going to say, Vinny? You going to say something?
I was gonna, but then I said, well, wait a minute, I can't now.
No,
Okay,
you're still the chair for this meeting. then.
Okay,
This-
fine.
this starts
Okay.
This starts June 1st.
okay, good. Okay, so that said, now I got it.
Thanks,
See,
Dan.
if not paying attention, I was sleeping. Okay, so I guess you guys can make a motion. I be member, right? Or is it by
poor Vinny.
default?
I think, I don't think we need to
That's
do
okay.
that, do we?
No, I
You're a
don't.
No, I don't
member at
think so.
large.
I'm a member at large, whatever. Okay, so, yeah, it happens June 1st, so the next meeting, I guess I'm covered, right? Whatever. Anyway, that said, or the next meeting, Trish, you're chair, whatever. Because what's it today, the 19th, 20th? Yeah, so. Anyway,
Don't worry,
we have
Dan. You
betterment
have 2 more
bills,
meetings. You're
ADs.
still good.
Okay, good. So, thank you. Okay, betterment bills, ADC for $30,400. And Deborah Keefe of 11 Bliss
Okay.
Road.
I'd like to make a motion to approve.
You're messing my stream up.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to approve the payment to ADC Septic and Deborah Keith for a betterment loan
For
at
ADC.
295 Lincoln, no, sorry, 11 Bliss Road, Bellingham for $30,400.
30,400.
Okay, I
right,
second that.
Anyone seconding?
Second on it. All those in favor say aye. Aye, opposed, abstained, so carried.
Yeah, I
Great.
second it.
Okay, betterment
Aye.
loans. Yeah. Aye, right, okay. It carries unanimously. Okay, next thing
Okay,
is a
new
betterment loan,
applications
new
for betterment
application
loans.
for 1,000. Yes, 1,007 South Main Street. Now, Bruce, why does that sound familiar to me, 1,007? Where's that?
Yep.
Do we know?
I don't.
I don't know. It's over
No
near
idea,
the,
Close to
is
you,
that
then.
over near the,
Sorry.
yeah, it's Vendetti, right? Is that near Vendetti in that little area? No, I think they're 1040 or something like that,
It's
whatever,
right
that's fine.
before
Okay.
Scott Hill,
So 1,007,
isn't it?
oh, it is, okay. I didn't think it
All right,
was.
so I have the application. They're
No, it can't be.
within,
I'm a
they're
Southie
within
boy.
$150,000 limit. They live, this is their
Okay,
All right, I second that.
all those in favor say aye.
Did we make a motion?
Aye, opposed, abstained, so carried.
Aye.
You didn't make them, okay. You didn't, okay.
No,
Kelly's fading
You
in and
didn't
out
make a
there.
motion?
we didn't make the motion.
I
No,
thought you did.
I was just making a
Okay.
comment that, you know, the income's good. Their primary residence is there, that address. They're not
Okay.
investment property. It looks, you know, they've got all the boxes checked, so everything looks good.
Okay.
So I'd like to make a motion to
wanna
approve.
make
the
that motion?
betterment
Okay, well, we already
loan,
made a motion, so.
application for 101,007 South Main Street. Oh,
That's fine.
I don't know. Well, we seconded it
Okay.
before we motioned it. but-
Right, okay, so resecond it
Well,
there.
because we heard you say motion and then you froze.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay,
I know, everyone's freezing tonight. I can't hear anything.
I'm not yet, well, whatever. Okay, because I'm on tonight, so whatever. Anyway, we have a betterment loan also for 41 Roy Street. How's that one looking, Kel?
Looks good. The income is perfect. It's their primary home. And the application was approved by all the right departments. All signed off. Looks good.
Okay.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to approve the betterment loan application, 41 Roy Street in Bellingham.
Okay, I second that.
Okay, all those in favor say aye. Aye, opposed, abstained, so
Aye.
carried. Passes unanimously.
So these two, Vinny, they're just your signature, okay? I'll put those
Okay.
aside for you.
I'll get down there. So,
I'll drop it off.
okay, great, that works. So now, let's see. Hold on, do we have any more on that thing? Hang on, I'm going to look at my
Your agenda.
agenda, yeah. Okay, we got plans for 123 Countryside Road. Okay. I lost you guys. Oh, baby.
No,
I see you,
see
Vinny.
Plan.
you should have the plan up on the screen, Vinny.
Oh, yeah, the
Do you
problem
see
is,
the plan, Vin?
no, right now I don't see
You don't?
anything but Zoom.
Oh.
Okay,
Well,
hang on. I'm gonna,
we can see you, so don't do anything.
Are you back?
okay, I got it. I'm back. Oh, geez, tell you. Me and high-tech equipment, you know? Okay, got it.
Oh, you
Okay.
see it?
I see it now. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Okay. So Bruce, where is this? This is,
It's a
Countryside.
condominium.
Okay,
It's a condominium up by Saddleback Hill.
okay, got it. Okay,
There are 3 units that are tying into a cleanout and then into a flow diffuser system.
okay,
Due to the grades and being able to make all 3 of them work gravity, the system is installed in the ground deeper than 3 feet of cover over it. So
Okay.
we're asking for the waiver that would allow 4.5 feet of cover where 3 feet is the standard. That's under 310 CMR 15405 1B to allow the depth of the septic components to be more than 3 feet of cover. Chambers will have 4.5 feet of cover over the system. The system shall be vented to provide adequate airflow.
good. Okay, so. Get a second on that?
All right, I second that.
How about a motion?
Okay. Oh, sorry, motion, sorry, motion. Motion to approve plan, somebody.
All right, I'd like to make a motion to approve the plan for 123 Countryside Road as stated by our health agent, Bruce Wilson.
Okay, second by
Now I
Trish.
second. Now I
Okay,
second
all
that,
those,
yeah.
okay, now all those in favor say aye. Aye, opposed,
Aye.
abstained, so carried. Okay, so now we got one more thing. Hang on, I gotta go back over there.
It's Judy Lane.
Judy Lane, okay. Got it.
Okay, this one's a tough one. It's very tight quarters out there. There's an old abandoned swimming pool in the backyard that was filled, but the fill is quite deep, so that we've pulled the system as close to the house as possible to avoid getting into a lot of unsuitable
Okay.
material that was used to backfill the old pool. And working with the engineer out there, it was determined that a Presby system, which would squeeze up everything in the smallest footprint possible, and then waiver everything in order to get it to fit in there. So we're asking mostly for local waivers on setbacks to the different buildings out there, and then we weren't able to perk it out there due to the groundwater. I mean, the soils were super saturated. We tried testing this during that big deluge of rain there, so we ended up sending the sample out to be sieved. So we're looking for a local upgrade approval, 310 CMR 15405 1I, the alternate to perk, where we go with the sieve and gradation test. We're also looking for a local upgrade approval for the setback of the system to the garage slab of 9 feet where 10 feet is required. We're also looking for a setback from the septic system to the house foundation to allow 14 feet where 20 feet is required. And we're also looking for a setback from the shed out there to allow 6 feet where 10 feet is required. And then one more, setback from the septic tank to the house foundation to allow 7 feet where 10 feet is required. So all of those are all setbacks due to the building that's out there. With the Presby system in a poly barrier, I feel that we've got the best thing to fit in there, and still maintain some level of leaching without getting too much trouble out here.
Okay, so the existing swimming pool has been filled in or is not filled in? It is filled
No,
in.
it's filled in. it was filled in, but it was filled in with unsuitable material, and it was an in-ground
Okay,
pool with a diving in. So the amount of material that got to come out of there, it's not really cost
correct. Okay, fine.
to put it in there. It would be quite an expansion, an excavation to get it out and bring
Yeah,
the material in.
That's fine.
Causing the system to be $50,000-$60,000.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay,
Makes it cost
can I have a
prohibitive.
motion on this? I got it. Okay.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the septic plan review as reviewed and stated by our health agent, Bruce Wilson, for 3 Judy Lane.
Okay, I second that.
Okay. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed,
Aye.
abstained, so
Aye.
carried. Okay, so I guess that,
I had a question though, Vinny. Did you get a haircut since last meeting?
no, I didn't.
All right, just checking, just making sure.
I'm getting one next Thursday.
Okay,
Mine's next Friday.
Anybody want to
Another
borrow my
nice
clippers?
chair, I gotta look
We can
at it.
all look pretty now.
Yeah. All right, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
All right, I second that.
all those in favor say aye.
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 Congratulations, Trish.
Opposed, say, so carried.
Congrats, Trish. Have a good night.
Thank God it's not
Thanks.
me.
May the force be with you.